Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, my fellow Chibits. Today, I'm here to bring all of you the monthly chapter review of Horimiya, chapter 56. The chapter's out quite early compared to how it usually comes out. I think Horimiya usually comes out on the 22nd to 24th of the month, but for some reason, it came out a lot earlier than normal. So, hey, no complaint from me. I'm glad to see my romance series of the month finally, get translated. Since we do have a lack of romance from this anime season from fall, 2015, there's really no romance at all. I'm glad I have Horimiya to fall back on and enjoy my romance, because I think everybody by now knows how much I love the genre. So, this chapter, I was getting some sad vibes. I was like, oh, don't do this to me. When I started the chapter, I was starting to feel very sad for Hori because I thought she was going to be breaking up with Miyamura. Maybe the way the chapter was done, it might be hinting at a possible breakup in the future. But for now, I want to just cast that to the side. I just want to talk about how the first or majority of the chapter, 80% of the chapter, was just Hori feeling upset, they're gonna break up, her and Miyamura was gonna break up, and she was constantly trying to figure out how she could talk to him, and he was, ignoring her the entire time, even though he wasn't really ignoring her to be mean, he was ignoring her because he wanted to do something good for her. So, overall, just the entire misunderstanding, I felt like it really added tension to this chapter, but it made it a very sweet chapter, especially that conclusion. So, before I even talk about the conclusion, I just want to say that this chapter by far, once again, concretes why I love Horimiya so much, because it manages to use these romantic themes that you don't normally see, along with being able to allow you to feel some form of emotions for our characters in just a short span of a couple of pages, and that's kind of what this chapter did. Now, when it comes to what the chapter was about, though, to be brutally honest, there wasn't really much going down besides how Hori was misunderstanding the entire situation and how she was feeling upset that maybe Miyamura and her was going to be separating. But that's kind of what the entire focus was until the end of the chapter was when that was probably one of the most adorable things I have seen all year long from this manga series. That was by far one of the best. When you see it to where Hori confronts Miyamura and starts talking about, you gonna break out with me? And you, see her crying and stuff, and she's getting all sad. And all of a sudden, Miyamura's like, wait, what? Why are you crying and all that? He's getting confused. He's just straight up confused, doesn't know what's going on. And one thing leads to another. Hori explains, and Miyamura's like, no. And just to see how he sits down, he starts eating. And then she gets behind and, runs behind the door. She's like, I wasn't crying. And goes up behind him and hugs him. Oh, my God. That was just so fucking sweet. That's so sweet. That was just so sweet. Best moment of Horimiya all year long. That was definitely one of the cutest and best moments of this year of Horimiya. Just seeing her run up behind Miyamura, put her arms around him, hug him. And he's like, hurry up, that stinks and all that. And he's like, no, I want to eat this and enjoy it. And he's like, no. Oh, that's... I love Horimiya. It's such a sweet series. It really is. So I wanted to look past the chapter length for the page length of this month's chapter of Horimiya just because of how sweet that was. That really was just a well-executed moment of this series, and definitely one of my favorite moments of Horimiya, just with that scene alone. Just seeing how she was crying, runs behind the door, then says I wasn't crying, just too good. So, besides that, though, artwork-wise, I felt like the artwork looked actually really good. A lot better than recent chapters of Horimiya, especially when it came to, Hori's teary eyes. That was a great moment. I was like, that's fun now. As soon as I saw that scene with the panel with Hori crying and all that, I'm like, that is fun now. So, I had to color that. But anyways, that's my thoughts on this month's chapter of Horimiya. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this month's chapter? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What do you feel about what's going on? And yeah, I love you all so much, and I will see you all next month in the next chapter, chapter 57 of Horimiya. Please be safe. Chibi out.